Hey Cody, so this is not going to be a super elegant because I'm not sure where you're having the problem, which workflows and so forth. So I chose one to modify, but before I show you that, well, I just want to show you some background info. So I just pulled up some of your contacts. I'm in the Salt Lake room, Salt Room Lake Country sub account. And I'm showing these two columns. One is MB client status, one is MB client type. We've designed it so that you should be able to use MB client type to filter stuff out. I did a filter to just show people who are a member or a new member, and that is these ones. So this would be one good indicator or way to filter. This other one, MB client status, this is set automatically by MindBody, and so it should reflect the status in MindBody. Active means they have an active pricing option that's being paid. You can see a couple of the others here. Well, they're suspended, and non-member is the most common one in your list, but it terminated. So it gives you different statuses there. Active is the one that would most likely indicate a member, but not always, as you can see. Terminated matches with the member as well. So you probably want to use the member, the MB client type, as a filter. So I'll show you how I set that up. All right. I went in the new members workflow, and I just made a copy of this one just so I could show you an example. I didn't want to mess up a live active cam or workflow. It is as basic as could be. Basically, at the beginning of the workflow, you don't want your members to go into. Just add a if conditional and say if not a member, or say if and then MB client type does not contain member. And I did it that way because it could be member or new member. So if it doesn't contain member, it will continue on. If it does, it's going to drop out. I included this one just so you could see it, and it may work better for you in certain situations. So if I would actually change this, I set it up so MB client status is not active. It could be like terminated, suspended, several different options, and you probably still wouldn't want to run it. So you probably would want to run this only if MB client status is on, if you want to use that instead of the membership thing. That's how you keep your members out using some logic like this. There's one more bit of background I want to show you. If you are using MB client status, there's one thing you should do to make sure it's set up right. And you would go into your MB Sync account, click the little gear icon, and make sure your membership assignments are set. I saw that you had some set. So this would mean if they had bought any of these things, they are members, and it would set that field MB client type to say member. And it looks like that's working. Um, that's how that got set. So I think you're all configured correctly to use the MB client type. And that's probably the best way to go because it was designed for largely for this very purpose. So feel free to replicate this logic anywhere you need it. I'm sorry I couldn't put it in the place where you need it for sure because I wasn't sure where it was failing. But it's the same thing. Just put it as the first step wherever you want to keep the members out, and you can tweak the logic a little bit as needed, and that should take care of it for you. Let me know if you have any questions.